I'm back. Um, oh my God. While I was off, um, he called me a little bit. I told him that I was on my podcast and that I'll call him when I get off. Yeah, he called me. We ain't been too long left each other. And he called me. Okay. And here I was upset and pouting about some stuff and now I got somebody chasing me. It feels good to be chased. Yeah, it does. It's what am I gonna say? It's it's I can't even find a word for it. I just know that I feel good. Wait a minute, this just popped up on my YouTube. It says Leo. See that you will be in a loving relationship with your person. So I'm wondering if they are talking about Jay. Yeah, I wonder if they are talking about Jay. Leo, they didn't realize what they had until they lost it. That may be true, but oh well. Um, it's crazy. Emotional exhaustion. I think I'm gonna listen to that sermon later. Yeah, I'm going to sleep. Yep. I think I'm gonna listen to that. But I just want to say, I think of my favorite song. I think I'm gonna make this for my birthday. I might make it as a side item. Oh, that looks good. Okay. These people be on there preparing food and they don't even be using gloves. I don't use no chicken though. I'll probably use some ground beef. I don't know, chicken might be good. I don't know. Yep, that might be good. But she making a whole casserole and ain't got a glove on the first. That's crazy. That's so crazy. But I'm glad for all the stuff that God has taken me through. It's the pain because my pain has really made me who I am. You know, I wouldn't try to change it for nothing. Um, this fan is cold. I need to see what this air is on because I'm freezing. And I'm a firm believer that recognizing the Holy Spirit in your life. Well, I'm gonna listen to that one too, because I'm out of touch with that, and I need to get back in touch with that. Um, yeah. So tomorrow I will be going to church with Jay. Um, okay, I'm gonna look for that one too. I got a lot to listen to. Yep, I got a lot. Let's go before it. Let go before it breaks you. Oh, I'm definitely gonna listen to that one. Yep, yep. Oh, and I wish y'all could hear this song. It's called "I Forgive You," but I can't play it. But the lyrics is so, I don't know. I wish I could play it, but I can't because they'll block it because I don't have copyrights. Yep, I don't have copyrights. Yep, I don't have copyrights, so I can't play any music. But all I can tell y'all is that I'm choosing me. I made that conscious decision to choose why. So I'm gonna keep on grinding out here. Um, like I said, I close on my house Monday, so which means I'm probably gonna be moving Friday. Then he won't know where I'm at because I'm not gonna give him my address. Um, and then I'll feel comfortable with having somebody over my house, you know, because I don't want to have happen what happened with him, Because my ex husband, before I got with Thomas, me and my ex husband hadn't seen each other in 4 years. I mean, we seen each other, but we hadn't been with each other, you know, 4 years. And then all of a sudden, when you hear now that I'm seeing somebody, now you want to show up at my door with flowers. You want to show up constantly trying to make this man get mad and leave me. And Thomas didn't. He didn't. He just ignored him. I remember one time he came out and he was just sitting outside in front of my house. And I was just so, I don't know. I was just like, because me and Thomas, we walked in the house. First, let me tell you how it happened. Because we pulled up and we had just went out and we pulled up, and so we trying to get in the driveway and it's this truck sitting in my driveway. So I get out and I go to the car to tell them to move out the driveway so he can pull up in our drive. So I go up there and I said, "Can you move so we can get in our driveway?" And he let down the window and it's him. I hurried up and ran back to the car and I told Thomas who it was. And so he pulls out of the driveway. Me and Thomas pulls into the driveway. And so um, Thomas pretty much said, "Don't get out the car yet." And so Thomas get out the car. He walks around to my side, and then I get out the car, and then Thomas walks me up to the door, and we come in the house. So then, we in the house. This dude is still outside my house. Like, what the freak are you doing? So Thomas, he's like, "I'll be back." I said, "What you finna do?" So he's like, I'll just be back." So Thomas walks outside and I don't know what he did outside, but then he comes back in like 5 or 6 minutes later, and I'm already laying down, trying to find a movie for us to watch, and he's like, "I just want to test his temperature." He don't want nothing. He just trying to show. And so we went on to watch TV and stuff, and he's still outside. So then he comes, and I guess he left, so we thought he was gone. So then he comes back and he rings the doorbell. So Thomas, the one that went to the door to answer the door because we didn't know who it was. And so Thomas was like, he came back there, he's like, "That's that nigga again." So I go to the door and he's standing out there with flowers, y'all. And I'm looking at him like, "I'm not finna take those." And he's like, "You don't want the flowers?" I was like, "No, I don't want the flowers." I was like, "What are you doing? I got a man." I said, "I got a whole nother man up in here. Why are you bringing me flowers?" And talk to him, whoop de whoop. Then I just closed the door. Then after he left, I go back out there and he done stuck the flowers in the door. So I take them and I throw them out on the side of the yard, because ain't no way I'm finna bring some flowers up in this house that another man that gave me, and I got a man. That's so disrespectful. I'm not finna do that. So, I can see where Thomas would think me and this dude was still messing around, but at the same time, I needed him to trust me, you know, trust what I'm saying, trust that I'm saying I'm not fooling around on you. Then, the maintenance man guy bringing me food, um, my ex-husband cousin, he was my mechanic, so he came over to look at the van, and we were standing out there talking in the driveway. So I can see where he would have thought that all these guys was trying to get at me, but I wasn't looking at it that way, because he was my heart and my heart was with him. So I when I'm with somebody, I don't look at other men like that because I basically deal with one man. I'm not the type of girl that's going to be out there trying to mess with this one and that one. I'm not that type. So I just needed him to trust me on that. And I just read one of his texts today where he said that he wished he hadn't never told me the truth about his past, and maybe I wouldn't have been so judgmental. And I didn't even understand where that was coming from because, as far as I'm concerned, he never cheated on me. He never gave me any reason to think that he was cheating on me. It's just one day I text him and I said, I wonder who you're talking to when you're not talking to me. And maybe I shouldn't have said it that way because I didn't mean a woman, because he always talked to his cousin or he's talking to his friend, but I didn't mean it that way. And he took it that way. And I think that's when it really got bad between us because he just thought that I was just thinking really bad of him. And he just felt like um, he wasn't good enough for me. And again, fellas and women, who are y'all to say that y'all not good enough for a person? Isn't it up to that person to decide who is good enough for them and who makes them happy? Wouldn't that have been my choice to make? Because if you wasn't good enough for me, if I thought you wasn't enough for me, I wouldn't have been dealing with you. And that's just the bottom line. You thought, and I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk as if I was talking to him for a minute because I want him to understand some things. You thought that you wasn't good enough for me. You thought that um, you didn't deserve me. You said that to my kids several times. You thought that um, our age was the reason why we wasn't vibing, and it was none of that. You were good enough for me. You did deserve me because you've been through so much, and I truly loved you, and I loved you unconditionally. I mean, you were that person for me, and I thought I was that person for you, and I don't know what happened. Maybe with the day to day activities, we grew apart, or we should have worked harder. You know, it's one thing to get with a person, but me trying to keep you into staying the same man that you was when I met you was wrong. And I'm going to tell you why part of me did that and did it unconsciously. Um, because you were perfect when I met you. You did everything perfectly. I couldn't find nothing wrong with you no matter how I tried, no matter how hard I tried. I couldn't find shit wrong with you. And so, with that being said, I tried to hold on to that part of our lives together, not realizing that I was smothering you. And that's my fault. And what I should have did was allow you to grow just like you allowed me to grow. Because I'm quite sure I changed up some things as well, but you never complained about me changing. You just let me grow. And I apologize for not letting you grow. Um, Money was never the issue. I want you to know that. Money was never the issue. All I ever wanted was your time. And I didn't want all of your time because I know you have children and I know you have friends. And I know sometimes it kind of felt that way. But what I was hoping is that you incorporated me within your family. Like when you spend time with the kids, I get to spend time with them too because I want to get to know them. You know, I want to be a part of their lives. I wanted to treat them like if they were my own. And I guess I never voiced that. Um, like for Christmas, I didn't treat them no different. I spent just as much on them as I did my other kids. And you know that. So, with that being said, I just wanted to be a part of your life. I didn't want you to separate your life with me and then have your life with them. It should have been our life together. And that's what I was going for. Not that I wanted all your time, it's just that I wanted to be incorporated in that time where everybody knew that, you know, we come first with each other, you know. We was a unit and we were a family. I didn't want, you know, you to be saying you wait, how do you say it? Me and mine. No, is us and ours. you know? Um Never meant to make you feel like you was living in a closet. If I did, I apologize. Um, because that's certainly not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to make you feel like you was living in a closet. I wanted you to think of this house as your own. Even though I know I get mad when you move the stuff around, and I shouldn't have, and I apologize for that. But I certainly wasn't thinking like this was not your house. This was your house, you know? You could pretty much do whatever you wanted to do in your house. I've never stopped you from doing nothing in this house other than moving stuff around where I couldn't find it. And then the drinking, the drinking. I wasn't trying to control that. What I was trying to do was help you with what happens after the drinking. And I'm not going to say what it was, but it's not good. And so, with that being said, I wasn't trying to control that part of it. I just wanted the best for you. I wanted you to be the best version of yourself. And I just happen to notice when you don't drink, you are the best version of yourself. Even sometimes when you drink, um, when you just have your shot and your beer, you're fine. It's when you get to drinking a lot that you're not fine. And I just wanted you to know that boundary and not cross that boundary because I didn't want you to be doing stuff that can possibly get you in trouble, or that you don't remember that you're doing. And that's all that was. I am a control freak. I will admit that. And when I feel like I'm not in control, I feel like my world is falling apart. And that's something that I've been working on, not to be a control freak, not try to control everything around me. So that is my flaw, and I will own up to it. And I shouldn't have tried to control most of the narratives without talking to you and letting you know what was going on. I should have been more open with the bills in this house and how much they were and where your money was going to when you gave it to me. Me holding on to your money and then giving it back to you when you asked for money was wrong of me. You gave me the money to do stuff for myself, and I should have done that. And I apologize for not doing that. I shouldn't have been doing that part of it. Um, and then tell you later that that's what I was doing. I can see how that made you feel some type of way, especially when you're trying to contribute to the household and you're trying to make it work with us. Um, I apologize for um, the way I was acting when I felt like you was spending too much money on gambling. I apologize because it's your money, you work for it, you should be able to do what you want to do with it. And I'm apologizing you on this channel, and I don't even know if you're ever gonna see it or if it's ever gonna get to you, but I know it's out there. Um, what me and you had was rare, and I don't know if I ever find it again, and I don't know if you feel the same way, because truly, we did make Christmas, you know? We was always laughing, talking. We was always having fun. Even when we get upset at each other and not talk, and you would come to me and be like, you'd turn my chair around and be like, "Hey, I gotta talk." Even though I never got to say anything, it was kind of cute when you did that. It was cute. It was it was sexy when you took control. And I like that. I just want to tell you all these things because I'm still saying you a coward. You know I'm gonna call you a coward. You being an asshole right now, and you're not gonna show up to talk to me because of all the stuff that you're doing. The being in a whole relationship because you're trying to forget about me. That sucks, because now you done got yourself in probably into some type of stuff you can't even get out of, and you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Um, that's the biggest thing about you. That's the one thing I loved about you the most. And I really truly felt like at the end, you stopped talking to me. You hurt my feelings, but you felt like you had to do it because you know that I would never give up on you because I made that promise to you that I would never give up on you. And I've been trying to keep that promise to you. And I'm going to apologize right now because I have to give up on you. Um, we have had no communication, no positive communication in 3 months. And I have to give up on you. You're in a whole nother relationship. So I really don't have a choice. You know, does it hurt that I have to give up on you? Yes, it hurts because I'm not keeping my word. But at the same time, I can't keep going on like this. And I hope you understand. I have to get on with my life totally. you know, and I don't want to get over you, but I have to get over you because you left me no choice. And yeah, I'm a little sad about it, but like Whitney Houston said, I don't know my own strength. I didn't know my own strength. So am I fine with it? Yes, I'm fine with it. Um, am I going to fall apart and not be able to take care of my business and do everything that I need to do for me? Nope. Baby, no. I'm going to keep on pushing. You said you hope I have a good life, and I hope you have a good life too. Um, because I know I'm going to have a great life. Where God is taking me right now, and the money that I'm making, and the people that He's putting in my life, I'm going to have a great life. Um, will I miss you? Most definitely. Most definitely. Will I always love you? Hell yeah. To the moon and back. Will I take you back? I don't know. I don't know. And I think that's what scares you too, because you know me. You know me. And after all the lies that was told on me, all the stuff that you believed that I was doing, all the stuff that was said to me, I have some integrity about myself. And, I love myself. And you're taking too long to come back and apologize. And I'm just going to say it. Your ego, your pride is too much for me. You won't put that to the side. And I can't compete with your ego and your pride. I just can't. Your ego and your pride made you do some stuff that I thought you would never do. Um, you ran back to people that literally hurt you worse than what I've ever done. These people then cut you. These people then did all type of crazy stuff to you, cheated on you, gave you STDs, and you ran back to them because you felt comfortable. And I make you feel uncomfortable because I challenge you. I challenge you to be a better man. I challenge you to grow. I challenge you to want to do good, you know? And sometimes I feel like, I know it felt like, I wasn't trying to help you. Yeah, I was trying to help you. I just wasn't trying to do it for you, you know? I wanted you to participate in it so that you can call it your own, not participate in it, and I do all the work, and then can you really call it your own then? No, because I did all the work for you. So that's one of the things I did not want to do. I wanted you to be my partner, my equal. I wanted you to grow with me. I wanted you to get on the same level as entrepreneurship, not same level as me, because you was already on that level. You was a person that I would have followed, that you could lead me because I knew you wasn't going to lead me wrong. You never have. So I'm saying all this, and I'm saying it to the world, that I loved you unconditionally. There was nothing that I would not have done for you. And I felt like it was the same way, both ways mirroring each other. And I apologize. I truly apologize if I made you feel less than that, because that was not my intention at all. Never my intention. But I hope you're happy. I hope you're doing well, because I don't know. Um, I just wish the best for you. But baby, I gotta let you go. As of today, I gotta give up that hope because it's not coming. Because you're a coward. You're a coward and an asshole. So I know it's not coming. You're not gonna man up and come talk to me, especially when you're with another woman. And you're not gonna let her go because you need her right now. You need her to help you pay the bills. And I get that. I understand that. I think she crazy as hell. She a damn fool because I would never jump into a relationship with a man that just jumped out of one. Never. He's not over that woman. I don't care what he say, how he say it, or what's going on. Especially if he's been with her for a while, you know. So you can keep lying to everybody else and telling them that I don't mean nothing. You can keep saying that shit. Part of me believes it, part of me don't. Who knows? I won't know the truth because you're not man enough to come talk to me about it. You want to shoot me text messages and not answer me at all or not talk to me at all. You're taking the easy way out. Just a coward. I'm going to call it how I see it. Always have, always will. And I didn't know you to be a coward. You never been a coward. You never been afraid to talk to me, but you never did the shit that you did. So I get it. I'm finna get off of here and go talk to this handsome young man. Yeah, he's younger than you. Um, but he's mature and he's not afraid to talk about anything. He's helping me understand why you can't talk about just the simple things. So, if you want another man to stand up for you, I say kudos. Kudos. I'm not going to worry about it. I can't worry about it. I can't worry about what you're doing. I can't worry about what you're saying. I can't worry about none of that. All I can focus on is me, being a true, authentic me, and telling my truth and telling my story. You know what you did, and you know it was wrong, and you know you need to apologize, but you won't because you're scared. You scared that I'm going to reject you. And even if I do reject you, so what? You know, you claim you don't want to deal with me no more. So what? But you need to man up and apologize. You need to make it right. And until you make it right, God is going to whoop you. So I don't even have to fight this battle. I don't even have to worry about it because He will handle it for me. And not saying that in a bad way, because I'm praying for you every single day. Even though it's not even, I feel sorry for you. Right now, I feel sorry for you because I can feel your energy and I know you going through, but you want to walk around with the smile on your face like you always do and tell people you're okay. and that I'm nothing when you know it's not true. There it is. I got it all out. Hopefully, I'll be okay. And hopefully, Jay can start deflecting some of your energy from me, because when you start feeling that way and I start feeling that way, I'm going to call up Jay. So, your best bet is not to even think about me no more. If you're going to go around and tell people all this bad stuff about me, all this stuff that you don't care about me, that you don't want to be with me, and all this other extra stuff, I prefer you not even think about me, because I can tell when you're thinking about me. Okay? Because when you think about me is when I think about you. When you're not thinking about me, I don't think about you, because I don't try to think about you. I try to push all that away from me. I have erased so many of our pictures. I have put them in the back of my phone, then put them in a folder where I don't have to see them every day. I've done that, you know. Tomorrow, I'm going to start packing up all your stuff. I'm going to take the hustle sign off my desk, the love sign off the wall, the flower thing off my shelf. I'm gonna take all this stuff and put it in a box. Even the gold stuff you bought me for work, I'm just gonna take it all off my desk and probably buy another color, out of sight, out of mind. And then I'll be up out of this house. There's so many memories in this house. So when I move, I won't have the memories anymore. I can just forget, just like you did. You moved away from the memories. You in a whole nother house that I've never been in, with a whole nother woman. Um, I never even really rode in your car for real. So there's not too many memories there. But you was in my cars every day. So it's a lot of memories. I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of the memories of us riding in the car together going out of town, but I'm going to make it through this. I want you to know that I am going to be okay. I am fine. I am taking singing lessons. I go through personal training 3 times a week. I got my child cares up and running, and they're running good. I got the trucking company running. Jyoti's Closet is taking off. The other center, the other 2 centers are being worked on, finna open up. And then the event center where I'm throwing my party at is probably gonna be opening up probably in a week or two after all the equipment comes. So I'm out here and I'm making boss moves, and I'm making this money, and I'm gonna be happy. I'm going to choose to be happy. So I want you to know that I am USD grade A okay. I am. I am. And yeah, I'm still going to have my moments when I'm sad about you. But when I have those moments, I'm going to have them in private from now on. And no, I'm not. Let me quit lying. But I will um, start remembering the good times to make me smile. Because that's what Jay did for me today. He was like, don't dwell on the bad. He was like, what was the funniest thing he said to you? And I told him, I said, like, when I get ready to pass gas, he get a pillow and jump on my butt talking about not today. you know, um, I mean, like when you say for show diggity, or, just some goofy stuff. Um, like when you get out, I told him, I said, when you get out of the shower and he dances for me, or you know, when he sings to me. I just remember all the good things, and I'm gonna keep it right there. And I hope you do the same. Remember all the good things I did, because I did do a lot of good. I did. On your birthday, boy, blew your birthday up. you know, you didn't have no small birthday with me. I did it big. We went out of town. What? I bought you like three, four cakes. You had a gift coming just about every day. Um, I did it big on your birthday. You know, just remember the good. The chains around your neck. Keep them close. Don't let nothing happen to them. Because I bought those out of love. I really did. The shoes and the clothes that I bought you, just take care of them. Just take care of them. And know that I did that because I love you. I did that because I love you. I wish I could say something to TJ and Ave, but I know you're not going to allow it, so I don't even try. Um, just tell them I do love them. And if they ever need something from me or they need some help with something, tell them they can reach out to me. Tell them they can do that. I'll be there for them, especially Neve. We had our talks. I'll be there for her. Well, y'all, I'm finna go call this man because I told him I'll call him back and I don't want to be lying to him. And I'm gonna say goodnight. I apologize for all my wrongdoing. And I think I really needed to get that part out. You know, I'm gonna say this, if you wanna walk around with all that guilt and all that regret, then you go ahead. But I just cleared mine, and it felt so good. You won't answer the phone or talk to me, so this is the way I have to do it, and it felt so good. It really did. Oh God. Felt good as this itch I'm scratching. But it felt really, really good. I'm gonna go take a shower, then get on this phone and fall asleep to somebody that wants to actually talk to me. Yep, he wants to talk to me. It's a lot of them that wants to talk to me, but I think I really like Jay. I think I really like him. He's cool. He's God fearing. He's no minister like you, but you don't follow God the way you should be following him. But he does. He don't really drink. He don't smoke. I like the part that he don't smoke because I ain't got to worry about his mood changing when he don't have weed or when he don't have liquor. He's just himself all the way around. I think I can get used to that. All right, I'm finna get out of here and I'm finna go to bed. Good night.